What's up, guys? How are you all doing? Well, happy Memorial Day. Hope you guys are having a good day, enjoying the sunshine. It's very nice and sunny where we're at. I'm actually kind of half in my garage, half not. You can see by over there, kind of half in, half out, because what I'm doing is I am doing the great American art. Well, really, it's a world art. It didn't originate in America. It's just a lot of us do it. A lot of Canadians do it. A lot of people, Germans, all around the world. Everybody does this. So I am brewing beer. That's right. I'm brewing a beer. So, and to commemorate, I have never tried a ginger one. And this one is the Leinenkugel's Ginger Shandy. Now, I know it's a shandy, so it's not really a true ginger beer, but let's give it a shot. I've never tasted this. It smells very, very nice, very fruity, very summery. Smells wonderful. Let's give it a shot. That's actually very nice. It's actually very nice. Man, I'm going to take another shot. Yeah. I think I like that. I need to get a true ginger beer next time. Well, anyway, how you guys doing? Are you doing good? Are you having a good day today? I hope that you are. I got to thinking about this Maker Monday. This is a special Maker Monday because it's actually Memorial Day Monday. So it's the triple M. It's Maker Memorial Day Monday. That's too long. Maker Monday's fine. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to talk a little bit about Memorial Day. Those of you that don't know what that is, here in the United States, we celebrate Memorial Day. Now, I don't know, maybe there's other days that are similar, that other customs and countries and things that celebrate. But here, we celebrate Memorial Day, and it is a day of remembrance of those that have fallen in war, mainly those that have fought and died for our beautiful and wonderful country that we live in. It also is a day of just remembering. It's kind of been translated to remembering those that have gone past. So grandparents, family members, loved ones. It's just a day of remembrance to sit back, relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy life. Enjoy the time that we have here, and remember those good times and fun things we used to do with loved ones that are gone. So that's what we do. Oop! I forgot to start my timer. I want to make sure I don't go over our time. But this one's probably going to be a little longer just because I just kind of want to sit and hang out with you guys for a little bit on good old Memorial Day today. It is very nice. I've got a good breeze going on. And there's a few things I wanted to talk about besides it being Memorial Day. But first off, I want to say if there are any veterans out there, thank you very much for your service. Thank you for what you do. This day, in part, is really originates with you guys, the ones that have fallen. So here, let's cheers. Everybody hold up your glass. Let's cheers. Here's a drink to all the fallen comrades, all the fallen soldiers that fought and died so that we can brew beer and make YouTube videos and build electronics and make things and do all the things that we love and have come to enjoy here in this country, in this great nation. So let's cheers that, everybody. I'm going to put it up to the camera. Cheers. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for your service. Okay, moving on from that. A couple of things, just kind of more announcement-y like things that I've been coming up with is I have ordered some parts and whatnot for the power monitoring system that I'm going to be making. I'll show you guys more about that in upcoming videos, but I'm going to be building a monitoring system. Every now and then I got to check. I told you, here, you want to see? I'm brewing beer. Here, what? Come here. Let's see if I can get a hold of this and turn it. There it is. So I'm heating it up and getting ready to start the boil. So forgive me if every now and then I may have to check it. See, is that back on me? Oop, down a little bit. Sorry guys, I have to mess with the camera. All right. Okay, we're back. Okay. But yeah, I've got that sitting over there. So if you see me glancing over, I'm checking the temperature on it because I don't want it to boil over while I'm sitting here. So in fact, I may remove the lid. Give me a second, I'm gonna remove the lid. Oh, there. That way I can kind of see it. So if it starts to foam up, I don't know. Those of you that haven't brewed beer, when you're brewing it like this, it gets very sticky because there's lots of sugars in it. Because that's how it actually gets to working and whatnot, is all the sugars, and it can froth over. If those of you have ever boiled gravy or anything like that, anything that's sticky, starchy or sugary, it'll tend to boil over. So that's what I'm doing, watching that. Anyway, fire back up my timer. Don't want to go over time. Anyway, so I've ordered some parts and whatnot for that. I'll hopefully be showing that in upcoming videos. Should be pretty cool. It's going to be, like I said, a circuit monitoring type situation where it'll monitor your branch circuits in your house. Ought to be kind of cool. So we'll play around with that. That also brings me to another fact. Had some recent discussion on some of my YouTube videos that be careful in what you do. Just want to say that. I mean, I was thinking about how everybody always tells you on Memorial Day or any kind of a holiday, a 3-day weekend, 4-day weekend or something like that, they always tell you to be safe. I take this moment to remind you all to be safe. Whenever you watch a video on YouTube, especially on YouTube, some people are actual professionals that are doing stuff, and so they know where they can cut corners and where they can't. Some people are just cheating death, and other things. So I would say whenever you view videos, and I mean mine included, that are to do with the main voltages. So like those of you that live in other countries that have the 240 volt, 50 hertz systems, 240 volts is a lot. And those of you that live here in the United States, 120 volt. I mean, statistically speaking, more people are killed on 120 volt than any other high voltage that's out there. And the reason is because people think that it's only 120 volts. What's it going to do to me? It's not going to hurt me. No, it can. It can and it will. And so you have to always make sure that you're careful with stuff. So whenever you watch a video on YouTube or whatever, make sure that you're always observing your local rules and laws and fire codes, especially like here in the United States, we have the National Electric Code and building codes and fire codes and things like that, that it's to keep people safe is really what it's for, so that you don't improperly ground something or something like that, and then when something happens to break, because if it can, it will, Murphy's Law, and it can hurt you or people around you. So let's be safe on that. Okay, make sure that you don't just take a video at face value or whatever. Because there was a video of mine where I knew what I was doing, and I knew that I wasn't really fully making everything perfect in it, and so. Some people called me on it, which is fine. That's true. And I'm gonna put. I actually took that one down. I'm gonna put a disclaimer on the front of it and put it back up. So you'll probably be seeing that video come back around here in a little bit, because that is true. I mean, they are right. People need to observe caution when dealing with those main voltages and whatnot, and even DC voltages. You need to make sure that even when you're dealing with DC voltage, that you don't. I mean, I've seen transistors explode into a ball of fire. Or overcharge a battery. I mean, batteries are intense because they don't quit until they're out of energy. So, be mindful. You're dealing with energy, and energy can be dangerous. If handled improperly. So always be mindful. And use your common sense. When you're dealing with stuff. If it looks like it's going to be bad and feels like it's going to be bad, it's probably going to be bad. So just exercise some caution. I want you guys to have safe explorations into electronics and whatnot. So always be safe, read up, and if you have any questions on whether something's safe or not, I'm going to hook this up and I'm not real sure if it's going to do something bad or whatever, put it in the comments. Either me or any one of you viewers out there can answer. I know a lot of you guys are electronics people. A lot of you guys are engineers that are out there. So just post in the comments. If you're wondering about something, I would be more than happy to answer any questions, especially those of you that are in the United States. If you have any code questions, I've spent a lot of time in a previous job where I did a lot of work with the National Electric Code, and so I went to all kinds of seminars. And in fact, I keep up my code books. I actually keep them all the time. So if you have any code questions or anything, just give me a shout. That's what the comments are for. Put that down there, and give me a holler. Don't be afraid to ask. The minute you're afraid to ask, that's when something bad can happen. So be safe in that. Next bit of news. The Raspberry Pi 3 is coming out. Now, a cool thing about the Raspberry Pi 3 is currently the Raspberry Pis, I don't believe, currently support any type of Android. But there was an announcement from Google. Now, by the time this video airs, it might already be out. But there was an announcement by Google that they were going to write a version of Android that would operate on the Raspberry Pi 3. So I was thinking about, I think I'm going to purchase me a Raspberry Pi 3, and in preparation for that, and like I said, maybe by the time I get done making this video, they've already released it or whatever, but that was what I read in some of my Twitter feeds and my Google Plus and whatnot that I look at. Looks like that's going to happen. So that will be awesome. So you can basically build your own Android tablets or whatever you want to build out of the Raspberry Pi 3. It ought to be really cool. In fact, I think some of the specs on it, I think it's got 1 gig of RAM. I think it's still the quad-core processor. I don't really remember the exact spec for the processor speed. I'm assuming it's up in the gigahertz and whatnot. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff is coming out. So yeah. Oh boy, it's starting to become tough to come up with content for Maker Monday. I want to apologize that last Monday I missed Maker Monday. I'm sorry about that, but I was busy with my family. We were doing stuff. A lot of times I will make it on Sunday. Unlike this one, I'm making it on Monday, but a lot of times I'll make it on Sunday. So apologize for that, but that's the cool thing of camera magic, is because my Mondays are so hectic that I don't really have time to sit down and make a whole video. So a lot of times I make them on Sunday. You know, sometimes I make them on Monday, I do, but that's why they'll be posted so early in the morning on Monday. I know I don't wake up at 4 in the morning, and it'll be weird because if the sun's shining and it's 4 in the morning, or at least it's 7 in the morning, the sun's shining, well, how did I make the video? You know, right? Well, it's because a lot of times I make it on Sunday, so, and post it. But this last weekend was just hectic. There was graduations, there was all kinds of stuff going on, so I had to go to and whatnot. So I apologize for missing that. But again, I told you when I started this series that I'd probably miss some here and there. But for the most part, we'll try to keep them going. So anyway, guys, I don't know. It looks like we're getting to temp over there, so I'm probably gonna have to go soon. How are we doing on time? Yeah, we got a few more minutes, so I think we're pretty good. Oh boy, what are you guys doing for Memorial Day? I'd love to know. You know, me, I'm just gonna sit at home. I'm not gonna be traveling for this Memorial Day. I'm just gonna sit at home, enjoy the sunshine, probably have a couple of these while I'm brewing, because that's what it's all about. Relaxing, guys. Make sure that you relax. Make sure you take time to relax. That's something that I don't do very much, you know. I go. I mean, I'm sure that's evident in my videos. I mean, I move 100 miles an hour all the time. So, you know, but always take time to relax. I guess that would be the tip of the day for today. Hey, we could start doing that. We start doing tips of the day, or tips of the week. There we go. That's even better. Tips of the week. Oh, anyway, but yeah, the tip I would say is make sure you take time to slow down. You know, take time to slow down. You know, I mean, those of you that believe in that or not, but God even rested on the 7th day, you know. I mean, so even if he can rest on the 7th day, I guess that we better too. And honestly, it's nice. If you ever force yourself to slow down, it's nice. And just clear your mind, you know, look outside, look at nature. Nature's fun to look at. I'm an avid hunter and fisher. You know, I love hunting and fishing season's here. Let me tell you, it's got to get a little warmer though. Water's still kind of cold, but fishing season's here. So in fact, I'm going to take my scout group. Yes, that's right. I have a scout group. Boy Scouts. I'm going to take my scout troop. Well, actually, they're Cub Scouts. Take it back. It's not Boy Scouts yet. But I'm going to take my pack fishing, or at least my den. They break it up into dens. Anyway, I'm going to take my den fishing, so when fishing season gets here. So try to do that, guys. Try to get outside. It's very, very rewarding when you're just outside and just sit in it. Even if you just take a chair and plop it outside and just sit in it. Grab yourself a beer or tea or water or sports drink, I don't care, something, and just sit and you don't even have to talk. Just sit and just listen. Listen to the birds and just enjoy life, guys, because that's what it's really all about, is enjoying your life, enjoying what you've got. You know, don't take the loves of this world for granted. You know, I guess that'd be my inspirational speech right now, is don't take things for granted. It's, you know, life is short. It's very short. I'm blown away at how fast my kids are growing up. I mean, I've already got one going into high school, for heaven's sakes. Yeah. That's right. This guy's got one going into high school. It's insane. So yeah, anyway, so just enjoy everything. If you have kids, enjoy your kids. If you don't have kids, enjoy your family. If you have a spouse, enjoy your spouse, because it's all gone in a blink. It's all gone in a blink, guys. I mean, I'm still fairly young, but it seems like I can just see the train accelerating. It's accelerating to plaid. So anyway, that's unbelievable. That was a Spaceballs joke, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Anyway. Oh boy. So, but yeah, I would love to hear what you guys are doing. You guys, anybody going out on a boat? Anybody going out on a boat? You know, I would love to go out on like a big jet boat and go water skiing. Last time, I'll tell you a story real quick. How long we got? Yeah, we're kind of at our limit, but I'll tell you a quick story. I went out here in Kansas, down here in Wichita, where I'm at. We have up in El Dorado. It's another little town that's up north. We have the Vietnam Veteran Reunion every year. It's the third weekend in July. Sometimes I try to make it, sometimes I don't. But we try to get out there, here and there. But I have a friend that has jet skis, and he's always trying to get me to ride them. And they're the stand-up kind. And, I've heard all kinds of stuff about how the stand-up kind is just like crap because you fall off all the time, yada, yada, yada. Well, whatever. So I guess I was a little goosey. I've ridden the sit-down ones. I've flown off the sit-down ones before, too. It's been insane. But anyway, I went out there with him, with this guy's crazy, too. He's a lot of fun. Maybe I'll take you guys with me sometime. We can, go to that and check it out. I rode his jet skis, and that actually was a lot of fun. That was actually a lot of fun, except I was bruised from here down and from here down, and I think even my knees and my legs were bruised. I mean, we're talking like bruises, like black bruises. It was insane. And what it was from was because I was getting so tired that I was holding on to it, and you have to like pull yourself up, and I can't remember what it's called, like the shoe or something like that. I can't remember what that's called. Those of you that jet ski will know what I'm talking about. But the thing that you get your feet up into to ride it, I was pushing myself up into it, with my elbows, and apparently I just blacked my arms doing that because we were out there for, I don't know, an hour or two, I think. I can't remember. We were out there for a while. And there was a couple of times where I actually got up on my knees, at least. I was on my knees. I was riding along with that. And dude, those things are difficult. Like massively difficult. Woo! But it was still fun. It was still fun. Once you get the hang of it, I could ride around like on my knees. I'd like perch and ride the thing around. It was actually pretty fun. I could never get to my feet. I'd get to my feet and I'd maybe be on it for about 30 seconds before I'd just go flying off into the abyss. So it was it was fun. It was fun though. So it was a good time at the lake. So yeah, I'd like to know if you guys have any stories about that or anything that's silly that you've done or whatever. I remember one time I was on a jet ski. It was a sit down one, and it was one of my, okay, now this is gonna sound weird, one of my friends' girlfriend's friends. Okay. Friend's girlfriend's friend, okay, that wanted to ride on one, and for some reason she thought I was the more gentle soul. She thought that I was going to be the one that drove okay. I heard one of my friends, he's the craziest one out here, Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I took her out, and I had every intention. I had every intention of being gentle and easy in the turns, and you can see where this is going. Anyway, we were going along, and I was going, and I was like, we would do a deal where I could cut the jet ski, and it would jump up on its nose and kind of spin around, and then land back down, and then you take off. Okay, I did that 30, 40 times, by myself. I was out there doing it and doing tricks and stuff, and it was fantastic and everything. So I told her, I was like, all right, well, hang on. Of course, she was behind me. I said, well, hang on, because, I'm gonna try to kick the back end up and flip it around on us and go the other way. You basically kind of do a 180 and then go the other direction. And anyway, that the extra, and of course, how do you tell somebody this? It was the extra weight was really what it was. It's because she's a skinny little girl, but still, the extra weight and it not being in synchronization with me, you know, because when I jump, I feel the thing start to roll and I shift my weight, you know, and you just instantly, it's just like, you know, you just instantly shift yourself to keep yourself from rolling over when you do that. Well, I shifted one direction. She didn't get the memo. She went the other direction and that thing just went, and I went one way, she went the other way, and the jet ski went the other way. And she was the one who told me, above anything else, don't get my hair wet. Whoops. Well, we screwed that one up, didn't we? Yeah, and then the funny thing was she was so concerned about her hair being wet at that point in time that she wouldn't help me roll the jet ski over. And back then, that was back when I didn't weigh a whole lot. I was only like maybe, I don't know, 150, 160 pounds, you know. Well, no, not even that. I was probably like 140. Yeah, I used to be skinny. I mean, I'm not, you know, huge by all means right now, but still I'm 185 or 190 now. But back then I was only like 140 or so. And so, I mean, it was all I could do trying to, because the thing capsizes and you're trying to flip it over. That was not good. She was a little bit angry on the right back. Has that ever happened to you? Have you ever done something like that where you're pure of heart? I mean, I totally did not expect that to happen. I totally did not want that to happen. I told her that I'd take care of her, and I meant it, you know. It's just, things went awry. Oh, it's funny. Any of you have that happen? If you do, post it in the comments. I'd love to hear you guys' stories. It'd be funny. So, anyway. Well, anyway, it has been way too long now. Yeah, we're going on 20 minutes, so that should be the end of this. So, guys, have a safe, happy, wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Take care. Enjoy your life. Enjoy it. And hats off, those of the military. Thank you for your service. And, guys, I think that ought to be it. My beer's about to boil. Like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. With that, we'll see you next time. Take care, guys.